Yeah, hi. So we're just in Pounawea, which is at the southern end of the Catlins down in Southland. Um, we're just going to go for a walk through this forest. It's the Pounawea Scenic Reserve. It's a piece of virgin coastal Podocarp forest that was saved as like a reserve back in the 1860s. And it just goes along the coast for a couple of kilometres. The trek is really interesting. The forest here, there's all kinds of podocarp trees. The main type of tree is kamahi, but there's like remus, totra trees, miro, matai. There's heaps and heaps of fuchsia trees in here. Yeah, so we'll just head up the track and we'll just have a look and see what we can see. We're just going to walk this short nature walk through the Pounawea Scenic Reserve. Yeah, it's on the edge of the campsite. Just got to be careful of sea lions along this coast at this time of the year.
Spruce beer.
Yeah, that spruce beer that you bought me. There's some kind of marked track through here because there's these wee posts with numbers on top. So I figured there's probably like a track guide, you know, that tells you what you're looking at when you're walking through the forest. Big massive fuchsia trees over there. The trunks would be maybe 30 centimetres round. There's a whole lot of writing on that tree where people have scratched it into the bark, but they're all from like back in the 60s and even back to the 50s. Yeah. Yeah, there's a really massive fuchsia tree there. Must be really, really old. Lots of birds in here. Yeah, so there's a giant totra tree there. How big around the trunk do you reckon that is? 2 metres? There's that big totra tree. It's a really massive kahikatea tree. Heading down towards the estuary now. Just heading down the hill down to the estuary at the end of the track. At low tide you can walk along the edge of the estuary all the way back to the campground, but we have to turn around and walk back up that track that we've just come down. Yeah, the tide's in at the moment. Looks like it's going out, but like it's only just turned. So we're just heading back along the track back to the campground again. It's about 20 minutes maybe from here back to the campground. Yeah, the mix of trees is quite surprising. There's a whole lot of tui up in a kahikatea tree right next to us. There's a big massive kamahi tree there. That's probably about maybe a metre around the trunk. So we're back at that track junction. We're just heading down. It's about maybe 5 minutes walk from here back to the campsite. I think I just saw a stoat running off into the forest. It's a bit hard to see because he ran into the undergrowth. That's a wee side track down to a big southern rata tree. Yeah. Just looking down the track, just about at the end. So that's the end of the track just there. There's a wee set of fences and just a few signs that tell you where you are. Yeah. And then the campsite is like right next to the forest. Yeah, it's just the track just starts in one corner of the campsite. It's very strange. So that's the start and end of the track through that wee piece of forest. And there's the campground in the distance there. So that's looking across the Pounawea campgrounds. There's not many people here today. There's only like 4 or 5 groups of us. Yesterday there were lots of people here. There were lots of camper vans, caravans. It was a public holiday today, so I think people were here for the long weekend, but they've all buggered off home. Tomorrow we're heading down to Curio Bay, which is about another hour south of here. Yeah, and then there's like a whole lot of walks around there that we'll be looking at as well. That's the start of the Pounawea Scenic Reserve walk. You're walking through this piece of coastal Podocarp forest. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. A great, nice little piece of forest, that one. Unexpectedly good. Yeah, so that's a really nice walk. I just happened to see that it was attached to this campground when I was printing off some topo maps the other day. I wasn't even expecting to be walking through here. You should absolutely come here. If you ever come to Pounawea, you should come here and go for a walk on this track. It's absolutely beautiful, and some of these trees in here, they're just huge. Like especially fuchsia trees. There's some fuchsia trees here which are like, you know, a metre around the trunk. They're absolutely massive compared to ones I've seen like in Arthur's Pass and places like that. Yeah, definitely a thumbs up for me for this track. That.